Hey, hello everyone. How are you doing? Hey, look, what's up? How are you feeling today? Getting better? Hello, Rael. All right. Hey, Alex. Hola, hola. How are you, Robert? Getting better. Nice look. All right. Well, we have very few people on the on today's stream. I I understand. I understand. Hi, Luis. I understand today was ugly, like for an hour or something like that. So I just want I just want to remember you that 90% of the trading game it's about waiting, right? It's about patience, waiting for the right setup, right? Waiting for the right market conditions, waiting for the right uh, setup. So hello, Ale. So I just want to make a quick stop and remember that, right? I mean, trading it's about waiting, it's about patience. So that now that we said that, let's let's go let's go to the action. Hola, Gabi. Hey, Chandru. How you doing? Right, guys. So today I want first to go to the indices, right? So because everyone was like, what the heck was going on with the indices, right? So we had this range here from open to noon, from open to noon. So if you are if you are playing or if you are trading with my playbook, you didn't take a trade today, or you took like just one trade, you fake out and you stop. So please let me know in the chat who didn't take any trade. Let me know in the chat who took one trade today, and let me know in the chat who took more than two trades today. All right, so I want to read you guys. I'm gonna wait here for a few answers. Right, Alex, no trades. Alex, well, let me congratulate you, Alex, because I know patience is not your thing. So if you waited today and you didn't see, like the context and conditions for taking a trade, that's control, my friend. That's control. That's progress. You are winning today. Robert, one trade. Ale, Nvidia, Nvidia just one. Ale, Rael, only one trade. Gabi, they were choppy. So you didn't take anything. Luis, swing trade. Well, that's different. That's fine. Roberto, only one trade. Google. All right. All right. So that's good. Well, as you can see, we are just a few people here. So guys, if you have questions, today is one of those days that we are gonna go like really fast. So if you have any question here, that's gonna be fine. All right. So we were saying, right, like from open to 12, so to noon, like 2 hours and a half, just chop on SPY. It was kind of the same thing for QQQ. Oh, sorry about that. Just chop here. This is noon. Yeah. Well, actually, look at this. I mean, actually, QQQ is still inside of this range, this ugly range. So well, this is just choppy for the indices. So again, if you are following my playbook, you probably just took one trade, or you even didn't take a trade today because it was this choppy, right? But let's say that we were trying something on the individual names with showing some weakness or showing some strength. So let's go here to Apple. Apple was the first name that I was looking here. So I want to show you something here. So so today is gonna be about context, and probably it's not gonna be about the context on the indices. It's gonna be at the intraday price action context for the tech names. So I want you to tell me what we are having here. What is this? What is this? Please type in the chat. I know the chat has like a 4 or 5 seconds delay, but I'm reading everything. Lower height, exactly, lower height. So we are watching here. Look at this. We are watching here. We didn't reclaim previous day high. We are having lower highs here. So right at this point, right at the very bottom of this range, and also on the pre-market low, what we are looking at the indices, completely nothing. I mean, there's nothing to see. There's nothing to see on the indices other than it's actually rejecting the top of the range. So if you want to take that as one of your confluences, that could be done, right? That could be done because you are just bouncing between the top and the bottom of the range. So you are just going from supply to demand or support to resistance. So if you are bouncing here at the top of the range and you are here on Apple in a name that is showing you lower highs, showing you relative weakness against the indices, so this is a good opportunity here. I'm not saying I will take it. Well, first, you know, I don't like Apple, but I mean, I just want to show you how on an ugly day like this on the indices, if you are still looking deep inside of the daily price action on the individual names, you can actually spot one or two opportunities here. So for example, right here, I mean, this is a nice break and retest of this 211.91. That's a key level on the 15-minute chart. Let me show you here. Oh, that was Apple. So this 15-minute chart, what is it showing you? It was a pivot level from Wednesday. It was like the key relevant level yesterday. So today we had this like break and retest here. So if you were trying to get into a trade like here, again, you were getting the top of the range on the indices, and you were just looking for continuation to the downside. I'm not even trying to set a short position tool here, but I mean, I just want you to be aware that these kind of opportunities here are being shown. All right, so here we have this break baby displacement. It's a very baby displacement here on Apple. And this retest here of the low of the day or the block pre-market low here. Can you see? So there are a lot of confluences here. Break and retest of low of the day. This order block here, and also pre-market low. So with the indices doing nothing but looking at the weakness here on this intraday price action here, this could be a name that, you know, like maybe taking a trade here. So if you open a position here on this retest of this um, previous low of the day, pre-market low, order block here, your risk will be at the top of this order block here. And I'm drawing this order block here only the wick of this candle, right? not the body, only the wick. So you have your risk right here at the top of this order block here. You open your position here and you aim to this 210. Well, this was a super nice trade. Or if you say, okay, well, Neto, I'm gonna follow your order block thing, but I want to set a realistic stop loss here. Well, this is still a 1 to 3.45 risk reward ratio trade, aiming to this 210. 210 strike number, side number, key level, all of that, right? So can you see here how to spot this? I know this is not according to the indices doing something. It's just relative weakness and intraday price action, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower high here, some break, baby displacement retest here. So let me go back. Let me go back to the chat. Robert, retest blog. Yes. Gabi, Neto. Is it valid to operate a quick short even if the indices are bullish and the ticker? But let's see in a longer time frame. Yeah, I mean, yeah. How the momentum exhausts. Yeah, I mean, just like this, right? I mean, indices are doing nothing inside of the 5 minute opening range for like 2 hours. But here you are looking for some weakness. So even if the higher time frame looks bullish, if you are just looking at this and the indices are not helping, but also they are not being like a road stop for you. I mean, you can actually take something like this. Um, you didn't see that one, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't trade Apple too much, Roberto. But I mean, I'm just trying to explain you how to spot these kind of opportunities here. All right, so let's go to the next one. The next one is AMD. For being honest, I I don't see a single opportunity here on AMD. Can you see its range? It's still ranging, right? It's still ranging. So this is kind of the 15-minute opening range. Yeah, I think this is like the 15-minute opening range. So it's still inside of this range. So for being honest, I don't see anything here. I don't see not a single one. Like, okay, well, maybe this. No, I can't see anything here. Uh, any of you guys took something on AMD today? Or any one of you can tell me if you were spotting something here? Chen, you were waiting for reaction at the 1 minute opening range low for calls on AMD around 10:30. Yeah, nothing, nothing to see here, right? All right, so let's go to the next one. Amazon. I was tricked here, and let me explain you. Just let me sip something. Sorry about that. It's my parents just came to visit us last month, and the only requisite to come visit me at home it's to bring coffee from Mexico. There's a brand that I love, the Café La Parroquia. It's a very famous coffee from Veracruz, Mexico, and I'm drinking coffee a lot. I really like it. All right. So okay, so this is Amazon. Well, just like Apple, I was looking for these, right? Like lower highs, rejection of this previous day high, pre-market high, and also this yellow box. It's a it's a gap on the daily on the daily chart. So this is the gap between Wednesday and Thursday. And well, I mean, we did have some activity here on the pre-market, but this was the gap. I mean, if you go to the daily chart, like this one, you can see the gap right here, right? You can see the gap right here. So this is the gap on the 15 minute, well, this is the gap on the daily chart. So we were we were not being able to reclaim this gap. So I was like, okay, well, I like these lower highs here. Uh, Here we tried to do something here. We tried, but it failed. So it came back again. And here, let me show you what I was looking here. So right here, it was kind of the reclaim. This was kind of an 84% rule, right? Because I was expecting for some reaction here, like this break and retest of the 5 minute opening range low or the pre-market low. But it actually went a little bit higher this here, and then it tried again. So for me, this was like a for if you guys are on the Traders Lab, we just had an amazing class with Jack about reclaims. So this was kind of a reclaim that I was expecting here. And what was happening? What was happening on the indices? So here we had this break and retest of the 1 minute opening range on SPY, and we were having these candles here for QQQ. So I was like, oh, well, this is my opportunity here. For being honest, I was expecting Amazon to come all the way to here, previous day low. And this is another gap on the daily chart. And also here we have our 200, 200 key area where there's a lot of liquidity because it's a strike, side number, round number. So I was like very, very confident that this will go lower, but it didn't. It didn't. It actually tried here, and I mean, right when I opened my trade here on this reclaim of the 5 minute opening range low, it actually went higher, and then it started like trying to go down here. I mean, it was Friday, same day expiration. So here I was like just like 6 or 7% uh, up on my contracts. Then this candle happened. Then this candle happened here. It was 10:45. I don't know what happened here. I don't know if we hit any key level on the indices. I mean, here it's like the 51740 on QQQ, but that, I mean, this is unusual, right? I mean, this is like, okay, well, uh, I mean, yes, it is a key level here, but I don't know. I mean, I wasn't expecting this kind of reaction here, or not moving the whole market, right? Like, okay, well, some sort of reaction here, but nothing. So Amazon didn't follow up, didn't follow this movement here, and I ended cutting my trade here, 10:55. So well, I was thinking that indices were breaking out of this awful range. The same here on QQQ, breaking out this awful range. And this was reclaiming or breaking down the 5 minute opening range low. So my idea was, okay, well, this is kind of the reclaim, or this is not an 84% rule, but this was kind of a reclaim of the level. And my idea was, okay, well, this is coming to the downside, at least to this 203.89, or at least to low of the day, right? But it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So I cut my position right here, and I got 20 something percent loss here because this candle was very impulsive here. So that was my attempt for Amazon, and well, that's the sad story about it. But I mean, the good thing is that I actually had my stop loss like where it should be. And I actually was able to cut my trade on this impulsive candle. So I followed my plan, and that's a win on my books, right? And Amazon 947, 947, 947 here. Okay. So you were okay. Well, this is a nice break displacement, baby displacement, and retest of this 5 minute opening range low. You took this 947, and when it went back, you got it break even. Well, that was a nice try here, and as you can see, indices. Well, indices were not helping. Indices were not helping. Uh, uh, um, Rael, Amazon put 1040. Amazon puts 1040. Yeah, that's exactly my play, Rael. You and me took uh, the same knife. Yeah, watching the momentum on the indices. Yeah, they were breaking the bottom of the range, just didn't work, and that's fine. Later in the day, well, look at this. I mean, this is awful. I mean, it has been ranging like here the whole day, just playing with us, just playing with us. So nothing good here on Amazon. So let's go to the next one. Nvidia, Nvidia. Well, someone took something on Nvidia. So, Gabi, what did you take on Nvidia? Talk to me. Your entry, your target, where you took profits, or if you turn it red. It's Ale, Nvidia 1039. 1039. All right. What is this? Like this low of the day. Almost a touch here. Almost a touch here. Well, this is previous day close, maybe 135 level. Okay. Something like this. All right. Let's do it like this. All right. 135 level. Well, now I like it. All right. Uh, Gabi, tell me what you did. Don't run now. Tell me what you did. All right. So Ale took 1039 here, all the way down at least to the pre-market low, maybe. Risk was at the top of this. You were looking for pre-market low. Well, this is a 1 to 3 reward, even lower. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, because I mean, at least you had like something like this, right? This is 1 to 3.6. Yeah, maximum was 5R. Yeah, well, maybe like this. Yeah, that was a very nice trade here, Ale. Yeah, for being honest, I wasn't looking at this because indices were awful here, and this was at the very same time than the Amazon trade. So this actually worked. Mine didn't work. So yeah, so congrats for this. I mean, this is the only moment on the day that the indices actually push something, and I didn't I even didn't have it here on my chart. So this was a very nice trade. Congrats, Ale. Congrats, Gavi, and I don't know who else took it here. Alejandro, did you take it? Ah, no, you said no trades today. All right. I was rewarded for waiting. Yeah. Again, trading is 90%, 90% waiting for the right market condition, for the right setup, for the right confluences, for the right state of mind, for the right positioning to win. So congrats. All right. Well, and something else later. No, that was it, right? This 135. Yeah, I like it. I actually didn't see it. I was too focused on the Amazon trade. I have been squeezing Amazon for the past few weeks. So probably I was just like blinded trying to take Amazon. But this was a very nice trade. Probably what I didn't see here is this 135. I was looking more to the weeks here, to the to the intraday levels, to this yesterday previous day close. I was looking to other stuff instead of this psych number here. Nice catch here, guys. Nice catch here. La paciencia paga. Yeah, waiting, being patient pays off. Right. Tesla. All right. So Tesla, I have different things for you to say. All right. So I want you to tell me what is this. Talk to me. What is this here? What are these circles here? Lower highs, exactly. Lower highs, lower highs. So first, and well, and the other thing is Nvidia, Tesla here. Okay, I want to show you what is this white box. So this white box, maybe the 4 hour. Yes, the 4 hour here. Okay, so this white box, it's this area with several multiple touches to the upside, to the downside, but especially here. So the last time we visited this key area here, it was the drop that took us to the lowest of this year. So that's why it's super important, this area here, right? It's I mean it's not because this 350 it's a psych number, round number, strike number. This 355 it's also a strong number on our daily chart, but this area here, it's, can you see here, it has been historically where we drop. So there's a lot of people thinking that this 350, 355 area, that's the fair value for this ticker. And here it's a brick wall of sellers. So when we break this 350, 355 area here, it's gonna be a party. This is gonna hit 380 same day. So are we all on the same page? Everyone understood what this white box is here? Please type yes or no on the chat. Please type yes or no on the chat. All right. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So, all right. So once we enter this and rejected, and tried again and rejected, and tried again, and we didn't even touch this zone of the 350. And once again, we try to recover here. So what are we watching here? We are watching weakness. This is relative weakness. Even when this opened to the upside here, yeah, it actually just shown weakness here. It actually just shown weakness here. So if you were trying to do something to the downside, you had several opportunities here on the key levels, right? Where this 350, where this 5-minute opening range, where this pre-market high, where this previous day high. So do you see the pattern here? So all of the weakness were on the relevant key levels. All weakness or all sell-offs were on relevant key levels. 351 here, 350 here, pre-market high here, previous day high here. So, and finally Tesla defended this previous day close, that it's the pre-market low, it's very close to the pre-market low. So it defended, look, like the T, right to the T. It defended previous day close and it changed of character here. But the first the first hour and a half, it was just a party of weakness. All right. So okay, so I'm not gonna draw any short long position here, but this is something that I want you to see, to notice. So when you don't have the indices going your way, and the indices are actually doing nothing like today, you can try to spot this. This is the super clear intraday price action here. This is what this is. I mean, if you are like boxers, or you know something about boxer, I like to call this like the pull counter, when you try to hit but you do like this, I don't know, like a fake, so you never punch like with all the power here. So this is like the pull counter here. So try to make a new high, fail to create a new high, fail to create a new high. So we are having lower highs here. All these weakness here, I love it. I love it. So okay, so Neto, would you consider 1046 a good entry based on higher time frame thesis? 1046, 1046, 1046, 1046. Mm, it depends. I'm gonna give you a completely random and generic answer. So it depends of what your playbook is. If we are trying to use our playbook, my playbook here, no, this is not a good entry point. This is not a good entry point, because remember, we are always trying to, for calls we are trying to be on the top of the range. For short, we are trying to be on the bottom of the range or below the range. So for me, on my playbook, this will not be a good entry. But if you were looking for this for a swing trade or something like that, I mean, maybe it depends on what game you were playing, right? Like I don't know what the playbook you were trying to do, but in our playbook, no, this will not be a good entry. All right. Okay. So here I think the only thing that we can rescue of learning today is this, starting to try to identify intraday price action here. All right. Let's go to the next one, Microsoft. Well, Microsoft, again, this was not showing anything here with the indices. Maybe, I mean, this is a break and retest of this 15 minute. Oh, this is the 4 hour, 15 minute. Okay. All right. So we had this key level from yesterday, and actually this key level was a key level from yesterday and Wednesday. Can you see here? I mean, if we just pull this to this key level, I mean, it has been a key level for the past 2 days. So once we broke this key level here, this is a nice break and retest of this key level on the 15-minute chart. And well, what will be our confluence on the indices? Well, here you can see on the circle of SPY, it was actually below the range, the opening range, right? It was actually below the opening range. It was retesting previous day close and rejecting. So it was kind of some hints of weakness on the indices. Again, I mean, we are looking now to the complete chart, and we know now that it didn't work. But I mean, can you see here these candles here below the opening range, below the pre-market low, below previous day close? This was like a good view for continuation to the downside. So here I will understand if someone say like, okay, well, this is a nice break and retest of this 15-minute key level, 15-minute chart key level, and I'm aiming to the 5 minute to the low of the day, right? To the low of the day. So if you had something like this, your risk was at the very top of this candle here, and you were aiming to low of the day. This was a 1 to 2.5 risk reward ratio trade. And later on the day, this was actually kind of the same thing, right? Something like this, something like this. Yeah, something like this. And what was happening here? Well, here we were rejecting the top of the range on SPY and the top of the range on QQQ. So if you were expecting the indices to actually bounce from the top of the range like they did, this could be a nice opportunity here. Why? Because this was pushing lower while the indices were expecting to go uh, from from resistance to support, right? Resistance to support. So it actually gave the same kind of move here. So it's, yeah, right there. So it was a 1 to 2.5 risk reward ratio trade. Would I take it? I don't think so, because for me, this liquidity was already swiped here. So maybe if this retest will be to previous day low, like here, and have like nice reaction here, maybe, but not all the way to this. Because also I consider this key level on the 15-minute chart like less important, let's say, less important than this previous day low, right? So that will be my reasoning here. Anyone took a Microsoft trade today? Someone said at the very first of the call, Microsoft. No, probably not today. All right. So that was Microsoft today. Okay, well, Meta has two nice break and retest of this previous day low. Probably, well, this one was very early on the day, but I kind of like this one. I kind of like this one. This was 10 in the morning, not so bad. This was 10 in the morning, not so bad. We were again at the top of the range on the indices. So maybe if you take something like this, your risk was at the top of these candles and you were aiming to low of the day here. I mean, this was a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio trade. Not sure if with this pullback here to the entry point, would you be scared because the indices were trying to break out the top of the range? But if you waited because your stop loss was still a little bit far away from here, you were rewarded here, because this price action here is actually not showing any sign of strength until like maybe here. So this if you were patient with this one, this could be like a 1 to 6 or 1 to 5 risk reward ratio trade. Like this could be like an amazing, amazing trade. But patience on Fridays with the indices doing this, that's not my game, guys. Diana Neto, I didn't get notification that you were on, so I joined late. I know you have said before, but can you tell me what levels that box with the dotted lines include? Um, this one. Okay, so this, let's go to this pie here. So this is the opening price and previous day close. So this is what we call the daily gap. And the daily gap is just the difference between the previous day close and today's open. All right. And don't worry, you can always ask anything you need. And Neto, can you review Palantir? Yes. So well, no one here takes Meta for. Oh, here, Rael. Okay. All right, Rael. 5 minute opening range retest on Meta, but momentum was too strong. Um, like here or here, like 11:30. Where, Rael? Can you tell me the time? This is another thing. Can you see this white box here? Well, let's go to Meta here. So this white box has been, let's go to the 4 hour. This white box has been multiple touches on the, let's go to the daily chart. Can you see here, guys? Multiple touches here. So it was resistance, resistance, support, resistance, support. I'm sorry, resistance, and now it's being support again. So what I would like to see here, it's well for me, and again, this is, I mean, don't take me as a good drawer or chatter here, but I would like to see, I mean, this is for me something like the cup and handle here. So here I'm expecting this. Once we broke this area here, it's retesting, and now I'm liking very much this. I mean, if we can hold this 639 key level here, this 639 key level, I'm not opposed to a short-term swing, like maybe 670 for, I don't know, like 2 or 3 weeks out. Mina, let's go meta swing. Are you inside of this thing? Yeah, this looks fine, right? Like this here, and now it's holding. So maybe this 670, 680 here, 2 or 3 weeks out. That this is actually looking very nice. So yeah, this is actually looking very nice. So I'm gonna have this thing here, like something like this. Let me copy image and meta for a short term swing, maybe 2-3 weeks out to 670. All right, it's on Discord. I really like it, so let's go. If I mean, if you like the idea, that could be something for you. All right. All right. So we were saying here, I mean, this has been a zone of a lot of movement, a lot of volume here. So once we broke the middle of this zone, my expectation will be going to the bottom of this and start bouncing inside of here. And right now, it's just as we watch here, it's just trying to leave this area here. All right. So the only trade that I was looking here is this previous day low, break and retest here, looking for the low of the day. But now it's looking, I will be looking for, like the 625, 627, 627.50 here. And this was actually the key level that bounced the whole thing here. All right. So anything else on Meta? Mina needs to break 645 first, like this one. Yeah, pre-market high. Yeah, maybe. All right. Let's go to Palantir now. Who was asking for Palantir? Ale, 1039, 1039, 1039. All right. 1039 here. All right. Okay. Um, well, I was looking at this, Ale. This was the first low of the day, order block here. Can you see here? This was kind of a baby small downtrend with the first actual opposite candle closure here, moving the price to the other side. So this was kind of my preferred order block here. So we had this break and retest. And what was happening on the indices? Well, they were rejecting the top of the range. So now that now we see that the indices were pushing between the top and the bottom of the range for a while. But so that was actually liking, because here we were on at the bottom of the first range. So this was actually looking good as a retest, right? Like as a break and retest here. And here we had the 5-minute opening range low. So this was kind of a reclaim of the 5-minute opening range low. So actually, if you can see here, I'm not opening this trade like here or here. It's on the next candle. So once we rejected this order block here and we reclaim this 5-minute opening range low to the downside, I will be opening this position here. Risk was at the top of this order block or the top of this candle here, and target will be the low of the day. So low of the day was the 1 to 2 risk reward 1 to 2 risk reward ratio trade, but it actually went all the way down to 127. So if you took it to the low of the day, this was a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio trade. If you took it all the way down to this 127 key level on the 15-minute chart, can you see here why this was important? So this was kind of the pivot low from yesterday, and from here it actually ripped on the post market and the pre market, right? So this was a relevant key level here. So it went all the way down to this 127 here. So this was an amazing trade. Who took this? Ale, 1039. I want to understand 1039 here, 1039 here. So you were trying to do something like this here. 1039. 1039. Something like this. 1039. Yes, something like this. All right. Oh, no, no, no. You are watching this break and retest of the pre-market low, right? Pre-market low, 1039, 1039 here. 1039 here. What was happening on the indices? Well, the SPY was below the 1 minute open range low, and QQQ was below pre-market low on the 5 minute opening range low. So, well, this is actually a nice entry. This is also a nice entry, Ale. Yeah, I can see it here. I mean, this was a better entry, right? But can you see here why? I mean, 5 minute opening range low, previous low of the day, order block here. These had a few more confluences than this, because here 1039, look, 1039, you are buying at almost at low of the day. That's what I don't like for this trade here. You will be buying at low of the day or very close to low of the day. So I mean, your risk will be very, very low, because you will be something around here, pre-market low. But this is what I don't like from this entry 1039, because it's, you will be buying at low of the day. So that's the only thing that I don't like, because the indices were not looking that weak. Like, okay, well, they are gonna drag everything to the downside. No, they were not looking like that. So I don't know. I mean, I'm glad this actually worked all the way to this 127. But I'm not sure if you are following me here. Why I don't like too much this 1039, because it was just because this is very close to low of the day. Yeah, you choose Nvidia at the same time. Okay, well, okay. Diana, um, is it Diana, or are you Hispanic and you are Diana? uh, Palantir example. How can you tell that it's not going bullish after that rundown? I will hesitate going short, thinking it was going back up. Please clarify. When, Diana? Like here on this 1027, 1030 timestamp, or right at here at the bottom, or right here at the, when, whichever. When do you think? I mean, I understand your question, but I would like to understand where you are asking, because we can take a look to the context of every timestamp, depending on what do you want. So tell me, would you like this 10 where you have the red rectangle? Okay, so here, okay. Well, we were just saying here, like this is a retest of the low of the day. This is the reclaim of the 5 minute opening range low. This is the retest of this order block here, and also the indices where, look at that impulsive candle to the downside. That's what gave me some context for, like taking a decision here. Again, I don't trade Palantir, so I'm not super familiar with how it moves, but looking at the context of these impulsive candles to the downside on both indices rejecting the top of the range, this is the context that I will say, like, okay, well, this is going lower, at least just like the indices, to low of the day. So maybe here, I mean, if you were aiming here to look at this, if you were aiming here to low of the day, this was a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio trade. So this is already worthy here. This is already worthy here. But I mean, it ended going all the way down to 127 here, 127. So this is now a 1 to 4 risk reward ratio trade, right? But I mean, right here, if you are right here after rejection of low of the day, order block, reclaim of the 5 minute opening range low, and looking at this impulsive candle to the downside on both indices at the very top, or rejecting the very top of the range, that's the context that I was taking for saying, okay, well, this will be a nice opportunity. Nice one. I didn't see it. I think it's difficult to watch all of them, plus the contracts, the cigarette, the Zoom call. Yeah. AI assistant. I don't know. I don't know, Roberto. But yeah, I mean something that I recommend, guys. It's yeah, context of QQQ. Yeah, and SPY. I mean both of them have this impulsive candle rejecting the top of the range. So that's important also, right? It's not just an impulsive candle. It's rejecting the top of the range. So if just because this has been ranging from top to bottom of the range, I was expecting this to go again to support. So it's resistance, support, resistance, support. So just because this has been the all day move, I will expect like, okay, well, if it rejected the top of the range, it's going to the bottom of the range. And this impulsive move to the downside is gonna push lower this price here. All right. Okay. I was telling you, Roberto. So I don't recommend to have like too many too many names on your watch list. So especially if you are just starting, I will say, okay, just have, you know, like four names here: Spy, QQQ as your context and reference, and two more names, just two more names. Like, I mean, you can decide if you like Tesla, just watch out because the contracts are expensive. Or if you like Nvidia, they are more affordable. Or AMD, Amazon, Apple, they all have contracts. Uh, one out of the money, or yeah, like one strike or two strikes away from the current price. They are usually between the 70 cents and $2. So they are way more affordable than the Tesla contracts. Also, Microsoft is it's very affordable, like on that price range. So my recommendation will be, don't look at too much. Don't look at too much. And if you are joining the live trading, make sure that they are trading something that you know, because something that happened this week or last week, uh, something that happened this week or last week when Jack was trading Palantir, was that a lot of people jump into that trade and they never had a chart open about Palantir. All right. So they didn't know what was the all-time highs. They didn't know what were the relevant key levels. They didn't know. I mean, they didn't know anything, and they just jump into the trade. So, luckily, uh, it was a winning trade. It was a winner trade. But if it's not, I mean, suddenly there's people that they don't know where to stop. They don't know what levels need to hold. So I really recommend you focus on one or two names, master them, understand how they react to key levels, to news, to headlines, to FOMC, to reports, how they react to QQQ and SPY. I mean, if they follow the indices very often, or if they are counter trending the indices. So you need to understand how the names you are following they work, because again, what you want to see is how they react, and you are not guessing the move, but you are reacting to price, reacting to something happening, right? So the better and the fastest and yeah, the better and the faster you react to price is gonna be the best execution, right? So that will be my recommendation. Don't try to have too many names on your chart, on your screen, and also don't try to blind copy trades. Don't try to blind copy trades. I want to I want to share something with you guys. I I wasn't I wasn't I wasn't trying to share this with the community, but something sent it on the Discord. It's a post. It's a collaboration I did with my coach. She's my coach. She's my psychology performance coach. Uh, I'm looking for it, but I can find it. Give me 1 second and I will send it to you. Give me 1 second and I will send it to you. It was very nice because I'm talking about market trauma. Not sure if you know what that is, but market trauma. It was a very painful loss, and one of the yeah, I have a coach. I have a coach. It's not a trading coach. It's more like my business coach, psychology coach. But she also trades, and I'm looking for it. Just give me 1 second because it's on Substack. Mm, I I can find it. I really want to share with you guys. It's on my email. I'm sorry if I'm taking too much time from you guys. It's gonna take just 1 more minute. It's not. Here it is. Here it is. All right. Um. Uh. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, guys. This is taking too much. I don't know how to share this. Like restack, get the app. Breathing app. Well, I promise I will share on Monday. I promise I will share on Monday. But or look for it. Look for it in on online. It's on Substack, and it's market trauma. Or if if you come back to the YouTube channel on Monday, I will post it here. I will post it here because it's a very interesting. It's very interesting how I went to trade unprepared, unprepared on many ways, unprepared on many ways, and the market made sure to throw me a lesson. So I was blind following a trader on a new community. I was not understanding my hyperspeed. Probably you can't post links on here, but if you send it to me on Discord, or I will share today later. But don't worry. So I was blind following someone. I was unprepared on levels. I didn't know how to set my or where to set my stop loss. I oversized. I added to my loser. I completely froze to my trade, and that happened because I was trying to do something that I was not prepared. And not that I was not prepared that morning. I wasn't prepared as a trader. I wasn't prepared on my chart. I wasn't prepared on my mindset. I wasn't prepared on my skills. Everything went wrong that day. Everything went wrong that day. But I used that experience to become a better trader. To become a better trader. So that's what happened that day. So sorry about sharing all this personal stuff, but I really want you guys to avoid all of the mistakes that, especially the painful mistakes. I know there's a lot of things that you need to experience to get the lessons, like these kind of lessons. There are a lot of things that you will live, because it doesn't matter how many books or how many audios, or how many Instagram posts you read about uh, uh, trading psychology and risk management. There's a lot of things that you need to actually experience and live for learning. But I mean, I'm trying to share the most painful mistakes. So probably you need to leave them also, but at least you will, you will have some experience, like, oh well, that's exactly what Neto told me that could happen if I do this or that. So what should I do? Well, stick to your plan, right? Stick to your plan. All right. So thank you guys for joining. If you are a Spanish speaker, I will see you in an hour or something like that. Yeah, like in an hour. It's not gonna be like a master class or something. It's just like, getting to know you, how trying to figure out how many Spanish speakers we have on the community, and let's try to set up for more opportunities to get together. So you DM me. Uh, Give me 1 second. It it it's not, well. It's not yet here. Well, it doesn't matter. On Traders Lab. Okay. Well, I will share with you on Monday. I promise. So remember, this Monday, we changed the schedule. This Monday, I changed the schedule. So starting on Monday, the trade reviews will be at noon Eastern time, so 12 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure that you remember this. I will be sending reminders over the weekend and also on Monday, so you don't miss the trade reviews. So thank you very much for everything, guys. Remember, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on Monday or later if you speak Spanish. Gracias. Bye.